Everybody, we're going to war. His specialty. He's going to need help. Meet Jacksmith, a very talented blacksmith, and his very apprentice scout. Jacksmith enjoyed his job, but horseshoes and hinges weren't paying the bills. Across the lowlands lived royal Plumpfeather family. King Plumpfeather and his wife Hildred had ruled the land for many years. Beyond Alpine Ridge lived a lonely wizard named Dudley. He was obsessed with the king's beautiful daughter, Liliana. Using his powerful phoenix staff and a barrage of elemental spells, Dudley kidnapped Liliana and amassed an army of vile creatures. The king set a reward for any brave soul who could save his daughter. But Jacksmith was broke. He desperately needed the money. He packed up the forge and hit the road to save her. He could craft a flawless weapon, but Jacksmith could not use one. He's going to need some help. And fast. Okay, 8.5 out of 10. That's because it's missing that final bit. Jacksmith is almost there. All it's missing are just a couple of things. Do you remember Cookie Clicker? How it had that prestige mode where every time you got to a certain point, you'd restart the game from zero, from nothing, where you'd only have the most basic upgrades, but you got special points that when you restarted, it was easier to get back to where you were and even further beyond. Where every time you restart, you earned like soul points, divine points, golden cookies. That's what got people addicted to those games. That's what got people addicted to Cookie Clicker. And Jacksmith, it's got the game for it. But no prestige system. No, you die, come back, now you smith 10, 30, 80, 1000% faster. And I get it, I guess. Maybe that's not the point of the game. And maybe it's not meant to be that kind of roguelike. But still, if it had that, if it had a prestige mode or an endless mode, it would be perfect. If you've played Papa's Pizzeria games, Freezeria, Burgeria, and apparently there's a Sushiria now, I guess. Now, something else I miss from the Papa's Freezeria games, Papa's Pizzeria, whichever one. Every time you serve something, you earned money. Like actual dollar bill, y'all. Which I'd swear this game would be better if they had that. Instead of these emeralds you trade for parts. They don't feel that fun. If every time you gave someone a weapon, every time you built something, you got real, like, actual money that your brain recognizes as money, and you got to spend it on stuff like customizing your car, like little skins, little upgrades, like a pot plant that makes you earn a little bit more money, or a golden anvil that every time you hit it, there's a chance that it upgrades the metal. Like, interesting upgrades like that. And that's kind of all it needs to be a 10 out of 10 game. It's dirt cheap. It has incredibly solid gameplay. But it's missing that layer that makes these kinds of games endlessly replayable. Just give me prestige, give me endless, give me cosmetics, boom, it would be perfect. And that's what was bad with the game. By all means, is the game perfect? No. But it's pretty darn close. Like, I find myself saying that more and more. Each day in Jacksmith, you start by spending the emeralds you earned from the day before, and then the customers just start rolling in. It's got that Papa's Burgeria, like pizzeria, kind of like feel to it, where you're taking orders, but instead of burgers and Sundays, you're fueling the war effort, essentially. You're lining the pockets of this weird little duck guy, who's clearly a part of the bourgeoisie. Let's not kid ourselves. And since you're working directly for the king to find the princess, you're essentially a two-man Lockheed Martin, where instead of jets and fighters and missiles and stuff, you're manufacturing medieval weapons of destruction for essentially what are space marines from medieval times, I guess. It's like swords meet supply chains with just a perfect hint of war crimes. Jacksmith is great. 2 wizards out of 3.